Hello farmers, welcome back to East Vineland. I am in the Crone Big M mowing the grass because we are doing the silage bale contract today. I think it's like 15 grand plus we'll get paid for it minus the borrowing fees. But if it's anything like doing the hay job we did last time, I'm going to be kind of excited to see what we get. I'm down to 6,400 because I did top off the Kubota fertilizer sprayer with fertilizer. I like to correct myself from last episode. I said the fertilizer was $1,000 per 1,000 liters. That's not true. It's like 18 something per 1,000. So just want to get that off my chest because I noticed when I refilled it up, I'm like, oh, that fertilizer is more expensive than I just thought it was. But anywho, I did 2 more fertilizing contracts before doing this. Have not collected on those just yet. But now here we are. First thing in the morning, getting some grass cut. I got all the equipment over here I need. I got the baler and wrapper, which is an all-in-one from the Pottinger company. So we'll be doing that. And then, of course, we'll be taking the bales up to the biogas plant. I do believe the biogas plant on this map is actually free to buy. Well, the land is free to buy. I don't know about the biogas plant itself, but I think the land is free to buy. I don't know, if I buy the land, do I actually get the biogas plant? I'm not too sure about how that works, because I haven't done it yet here in 22, but we can go ahead and check it out. But I know I said I was going to do the cutting and everything else off camera, but then I realized, wait a minute, I'm doing silage. I don't need to swath the grass because the Big M can do that on its own. So here we are swathing with the Crone Big M. Got it all down. I do believe we got a Landini tractor. That'll be doing the baling, and we're going to be using the Fendt 930 again for transporting the bales. And what we do after that, I'm not too sure. I did go ahead and test on my test map with the John Deere that we have, that little small tractor. I was like, you know what other jobs would be good to do, and it's not that expensive to get, is the plow to plow the fields in. I'm like, can the John Deere actually pull that? Now, I know the requirements on the store page say that plow needs like 300 and some odd horsepower or something like that, but we know you don't really need that. So I went in the test map. I tried the 9 meter wide plow first. I don't know why. Can it pull it? Yes, at about 1 mile an hour. So I said, well, how about if I just get the 6 meter wide plow? Well, that got me up to 2 miles an hour. I'm like, that's just going to take forever, and it's going to wear down my John Deere more than I care for it to. So yeah, we'll have to wait for a little bit more money to get ourselves a better tractor before we start doing any other jobs. But doing fertilizing contracts now is going to be great. I also should mention, I did these first 3 episodes all one after another. So as I'm recording episode number 3 here, episode 1 has not even been released yet. So I haven't been able to see any of your comments yet. But before I record episode 4, I will wait for the other episodes to come on out. So there is that. For your No Man Land fans, I think what I'm going to do is tomorrow you'll get an episode of No Man's Land. That will let me get caught up on the comments from the first few episodes here in East Vineland. And then back on Friday, we'll be back here in East Vineland. So, yeah, if you've been looking for the No Man Land episodes, when they're coming back, just 1 episode this week, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm having too much fun here in East Vineland right now to go back to No Man's Land. Not that I don't mind No Man's Land, but just having a blast starting from scratch over here. I'm kind of excited to see how much money we get today, and go from there. We'll keep our eye on the store for anything that comes up, but I don't think I'll be able to afford anything anyways. Unless the plow comes up, then I might buy the plow just because it's on sale, because I think I'll have enough money for that. But I really think I need to start saving up for possibly just saving up for a tractor or buying land. But I think I'm going to favor a tractor over land right now. Even though I said I would like to have a cabin to stay in throughout the winter, paying $1,500 a month in rent is rather on the cheap side, really. So I think getting equipment and doing more jobs with our own equipment, and I don't want to say faster, but more efficient, would help us out. I would like to do some more plowing jobs if I could, because they do pay decently. Harvesting, well, all the jobs do in a sense. But I don't want... I know it's the plowing jobs pay off if I'm using the 9-meter wide plow that we always use on No Man's Land. As for other plows, it takes a long time, and it's probably questionable if it's worth it or not. As you can see, it's not going to take me too long to cut this grass here, and then we'll jump into the Landini. I think it's a round baler that we're using, and it's not just a baler, but it's also the wrapper as well. I don't think I've ever used that setup before, so it's going to be kind of new to me. I don't know if I can bale while it's wrapping, or do I have to wait until it finishes wrapping before I can pick up some more bales? I don't know. I really don't know. But the main thing I want to find out from doing this job is doing a silage bale contract. Usually we have to wait for the bales to ferment into silage, so if I got to wait for these bales to ferment, that means I'll be holding on to this contract for a day or slash month. We do just 1 day a month here. Alright, so I'm going to keep on making a few more passes here, and then we'll jump into the Landini, fire up the baler slash wrapper, pick up this grass, wrap them on up, get some silage bales, and then if they immediately turn to silage, we'll go ahead and deliver them up to the BGA. And when I get up there, I do want to check how much the land is, but I think the land for the BGA is free. Well, I don't want to buy the BGA for free, if that's the case, because that just doesn't seem right to me. But anywho, I'll see you in just a second. It's almost like this field was made for the Krone Big M. Oh no, I'm leaving little bits here and there. Alright, that's going to be good enough. Alright. Let's fold this on up. Let's go get the Landini and the Pottinger baler. Probably shouldn't go over the swaths like I am. So we got about 17 grand of extra hay from that baling contract last episode. Who knows what we'll get off doing silage bales. All right, let's go ahead and park this here. Now originally, when I started this, I'm like, oh, I'll just hire one of the Franks to go behind me on the Big M, and they can start doing the bales. And I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute. If this is a baler that you have to unload, it's probably not going to work out too well. I want to leave the bales the same size, because I don't know what size bales that takes. You know what? Let me look in the store to see what size bales the baling trailer takes, and then I may change the size on this baler, unless this is the largest that it goes. No, it can't go up to 180. Let me just check on that baling trailer that we have. Alright, checking out, it's an Anderson baling trailer, so we should be fine with the 180s. So let's go ahead and do that. I will leave this on because, like I said, it's my first time using this machine here. It's like, why does it tell me it's reserved for contract? So I guess I'm not quite on the field yet. And hopefully I can pick all the grass up in one pass this time. Looks like I can. As long as I do it nicely. Oh, there's an automatic drop. Turn on automatic drop. Yeah, I'll do that. Now, I don't know if that means drop out of the bale out into the wrapper, or is that from the wrapper onto the ground? Alright, so you gotta wait for that bale to actually get dispersed out the back. Okay. I don't want the automatic drop off. I can see that because it spit it right out. Can I put that back on there and spin it? Is that a thing? Oh no. Oh no. Can I do this? Oh, it took it. Alright, so yeah, don't do that. Oh, I can't get back. Am I still holding on to that? There we go. I'm still holding on to that bale. Okay, reset bale counter. Change bale size. Well, I just spent the last 10 minutes learning from my mistakes on this Pottinger baler. You're going to see some funny colored wrap bales behind me because I had to spawn a couple of them in because I don't want to lose on the contract. So, why would you design a baler that can bale certain size bales but then not be able to wrap them? So, on this baler here, I had it at 180 centimeters. It can't wrap 180 centimeter bales. It can only wrap 150 or smaller. So the first two bales I did, yeah, I couldn't wrap because they were too big. So then I went ahead and I'm like, okay, so I figured out, went to the store, so I'm like, oh, you can only wrap 150 centimeter bales. So I turned back on the automatic drop. Well, you don't want the automatic drop on when you're wrapping bales because the bale will just come out and then just drop. It won't wrap it. So I had 3 bales that were not wrapped. And I couldn't put them back. Well, of course, the 2 bales that were 180 centimeters, I couldn't wrap them anyways. And then I had another bale that you can't put the bale back on like I did earlier and have it wrap. It's got to come out the baler in order for it to wrap. So I learned from all that, and then when I had some bales I couldn't wrap, I just checked on the literage, remember that word I made up? And then I spawned in 2 bales, and it's kind of funny because they actually come out as green. So this is what we got so far, but now I got it down pat here with this baler, I do believe. That's kind of weird that they actually designed the baler to do a certain size bale, but not be able to wrap it. You think they would design it just to do that size bale. But I guess, you know, they figured some people are going to want hay bales and not wrap them. Oh, yep, sorry. Not used to the round bales. Having to stop. Haven't had to do that since Wither Farms. And if you watch that series, you know after a while I got a little bit tired of having to stop and waiting for it. That's right, I don't have to wait for it to wrap, but this is the first time using this setup here. Actually, I can turn that HUD off. I don't need it anymore now that I know what I need to be doing. So just have to kind of overlook the 2 bales I spawned in. I didn't get any. I've actually lost some yield on this because I actually had 3 bales, 2 big bales and 1 small bale, and I only spawned in 2 small bales. 3 would just then I would be making too much off it because that's too many. Sorry, it was 1 big bale, 180 liter bale, and then 2 small bales. I tried exiting the game, coming back in because I have autosave on every 15 minutes, but that didn't work out. I was already back where I was because I was fiddling around too much in the store trying to figure out why this baler wouldn't wrap the bales. Alright, now as I wait for that to then close, and then I can get back to work. There's probably some of you out there that were saying that when I put it on 180 centimeters, you're like, nope, you can't do that. But now I got it down. Now we're all set. Oops. I did walk up to the bales that this one did wrap, and it says the grass is fermenting. So I'm still unsure what to do with them. Being a contract, I don't know if I just drive up and they'll just say they're fermented. I don't know. Well, 10 minutes later, I'm getting better at it, but I'm still terrible at it. I'm either forgetting to unload the bale and driving like, why is the SWAT not pick up the SWAT? Oh, the bale, yeah, it needs to unload. And then sometimes I forget to unload the wrap bale and so on and so forth. But I was actually thinking, when I go deliver these bales, if it does take it right away, I don't know if the contract or the BGA is just going to see a wrap bale and say, well, it should be silage for the contract. If it does do that, when it starts taking the extra bales, then I got to be careful, because I'm going to guess if the contract is then complete, the BGA is going to just see that as a wrapped grass bale because it's not fermented yet. I don't know. We'll find out here in a little while. Still got more grass to pick on up. I'm getting into a little bit of a rhythm with this, starting to learn with it. Definitely will not see me buying this if it comes up for sale. I don't have a wrapper or anything like that. You know me, I prefer my square bales and then wrapping them later on, or doing a silo bunker and just doing it that way, which we could be doing when we get our land, whenever that happens. But gotta do this contract first. It's been a little painful as I drive past the swap because I didn't wait. It's been a little painful doing this, but you know, when the contract is complete and that money comes in, it'll be all worth it. And if I have to use this set again, at least I'll know 150 centimeter bales is all the wrapper can take. But getting used to waiting for the bale to come out, and yep, can't teach an old dog new tricks, I guess is what they say. I'm so used to my square balers just spitting out the back and then going around later on and wrapping it, like I said earlier. I'll see what we have left in the baler when I get done with this row. And then if I have enough, I'll go around and pick up some more and create another bale. And then all the little pieces after that I'm not going to worry about, because I don't think I'll get enough to make a bale to wrap. I should also mention the other bales that were not wrapped. I did delete them when I first started the job and couldn't figure out what the heck I was doing. Yeah, so I'll go around and pick up just enough to make this one bale. And like I said, all the little scraps here may look like a lot, but it's not going to be enough to make a bale. It may take me a while just to get up to 100% again. How many bales do we make? I forgot about the bale counters. 41 is what we made. And we're getting ready to make number 42. If I get enough grass here, which I should be able to. That's what I'm saying. Go around. Some people may say, go around and pick up the rest. I'm like, there's not enough there. There we go. Finally. Like I said, there's some grass around here, but it's not going to be enough to make a bale, even a smaller one. I mean, it is a nice little setup if you get used to it. I'm pretty sure some of you enjoy doing the round bales more than square bales, but I prefer the square bales over the round ones. It's all what we prefer. It's kind of a good thing I've always said about Farming Simulator. There's so many different ways to do things. I mean, is there really a wrong way to do something? I mean, I'm pretty sure there is to an extent, but overall, there's so many different options you can do in Farming Simulator. Square bales, round bales, and that goes with any job, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game when we get to the BGA. Ah, 3 stack. I was like, why didn't that go back? I think this is the first time I've used the Anderson baling trailer. But I'm going to save the game just in case it doesn't recognize them as silage bales, which they are not. Right? I mean, it's going to say fermenting on it. Yep, it's grass, harvested. Says, oh, that says silage already. What about the ones I spawned in? Are those the ones? Where's the one I spawned in? I want to see what that says. Because I may not know. Okay, that one says fermenting. So the ones I did in the field, it shows as silage. Well, it is what it is. They're on there. At least they'll be recognized as hay. Or sorry, they'll be recognized as grass. Won't get as much for them. But I should have enough bales here to cover the contract. I'm not going to bother leaving the green bales out for a month to ferment. So it knows that we were doing a contract and fermented the bales right away. Interesting. So I guess if you're ever in a pinch on your own farm, it's like, oh no, I ran out of silage. You know, and you think about going buying some, if there's a contract you could do on your map where it's making silage bales and deliver it somewhere, maybe you're better off just doing that. And because you'll get some bales, you'll get paid for doing the job first of all, and then you'll get your silage as well. This trailer is going to hold a lot of bales on it, so this is a nice little trailer. Does I don't think Anderson makes one for square bales, do they? I did not get involved in the Anderson DLC when it came out in 19. But there was a couple things I was rather interested in because I do see farmers do it around here. So maybe I'll do some of that here at some point. And I'm going to leave that one green bale there for now, because if I do change my mind about leaving it out for another month, you get paid a little bit more. Actually, if I go into the market, because I have no idea what the cost of things are on this map, if the prices are changed. But silage is going for 163. Is it a good month? What month are we in? We're in September. So the money's going back up. Now, if we look at the grass price, it's 163. Grass price today is... Oh, they don't take grass up there. So, I mean, I guess that... Okay. Well, we'll just leave it up there at the BGA. Won't accept it. I'll have to wait until they ferment, and then the BGA will take it. So they'll just sit there for a month anyways. Well, solving my own problems and didn't even know it. So all these bales should go right on in, except for the green one. But once again, I spawned the two green ones in because at the beginning I made some bales and they didn't wrap because I made them either too big or I had the auto unloader on and it didn't wrap it before I auto unload. So I figured, well, I better spawn two more back in. Although I kind of lost on that because I made 3 bales, I only spawned 2 back in. Up to the BGA. Let's drop these off. Getting a little bit more used to the map and what the field numbers are. I kind of divided the map into sections of 3 or 4. So these roads that go up and down, in between the roads you almost got like 30 fields per. There's our lovely John Deere. That's the field I fertilized, which we haven't collected on yet. And there is the BGA right over there. So this will be my first time into here. Yeah, so these roads that go up north to south, in between the roads you got, you know, about 30 fields or so. So if a contract says like field 45, I kind of know roughly where it is on the map-ish. Not north to south. I'm going to assume I'm dropping the bales over here. This could go horribly wrong here. Let me just double check the contract. Okay, I heard that this was a problem with contracts still in Farming Simulator 22. I did 2 fertilizing contracts. I have not collected on them. They disappeared. But I know roughly I should have gotten like 7,000 something on those 2 contracts together, combined. Alright, so I can't hold on to the contracts too long. I just did them this morning, like an hour ago. But I heard that this was a problem still with contracts. Anyways, what was I doing now? So take the bales to the bio plant. I'm just going to assume they're going here. Why not? It's going to go... Oh, you're going to unload that way? Yep, the green bale's going to stay there. %transported. You're going to take that last bale there. Can you not take that last bale? Why is that one fermenting? That one came off the baler. Okay. So I'll have 3 bales. I mean, I got plenty enough to cover up the contract. Meanwhile, before I forget, let me add the 7,000 that I did for the fertilizing contracts. Let me just double check. They're not there. It says active. Yeah, there's no completed ones. Well, so what I said earlier about me doing fertilizing contracts in between episodes, and I'll collect it when you guys come back, I better collect on them once they're done. So, I mean, here we are almost 9 months after Farming Simulator 22 came out, and we still have those issues with the contracts. I knew there was a problem when I was on Elm Creek doing contracts to where you click on a contract to go do it, and the second you click on it, it just disappears. I did not know completed contracts would just disappear. In game time, I finished those contracts like at 8:30 in the morning. I just haven't collected on them yet. And now they just disappeared. Okay. How far down do I got to go? I can see my equipment right over there. So I should be able to get the rest of these bales on this trailer. Even the green one. I'm still trying to figure out why one of the white bales was not considered silage. The green bales I understand because I spawned those in. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not going to try to figure it out. It is what it is. I hope all these are silage here. Or that it could be that... No, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to think about it. Let's grab the rest of the bales, bring it on up, and see how much money we get for the extra silage bales. I think this is the last one. Having a quick look around the field to make sure I got them all. I do believe I do. Just leave all that stuff right there because when we complete the contract, it will disappear. I do like it when I get a Fent in a contract and I gotta transport stuff. This makes it a little bit easier to get up and down the road. Yeah, so I think we're gonna just save up some money to get ourselves a tractor. before I possibly buy some land. I think my plans are going to change quite a bit here as we move along, at least in the beginning part. And then once we get kind of started, which we sort of have, and I get my footprint into the ground, then we can kind of come up with more stable plans. Or I should be calling them ideas right now because, yeah, the plans are going to change. All matters how much we get for silage bales. I do like how this baling trailer unloads rather than the other one that I always use that tips up then unloads, because if you got a low shed, then it makes it a little bit difficult to put bales in there, but the way this unloads makes it a little bit easier. So we already know the green one will not sell. And here comes my money. $23,910 in sold bales so far, because I got those. Let me go in here and collect on the contract before that disappears. Alright, I'm going to get 15,000. Well, it was 15,674 minus 1,110 for the borrowing cost. Let's go ahead and collect that. That gets us up to 51,909. No, that's not the page I want. I need 66,000 to buy the Class Arion. And like I said, right now it just has, I won't say just has, it has a 145 horsepower engine into it. And I could always upgrade it for another 30,000 up to a 205 horsepower. That'd be a great starting tractor. I mean, I'm pretty sure other ones will come up for sale, but that is 45% off. I mean, you could see some for 50 or 60% off. Alright, so contracts. Nope, wrong page. Contracts. So a lot of harvesting contracts have come up. But the one thing I want to try is refreshing contracts. Now, this is something I don't want to do often because I feel like here, I don't want to say I feel like I'm cheating the system, but I kind of am in a way. But I just want to see what happens when I refresh the system, what it actually does. Do some contracts stay, or do they all disappear and all reset? 1331.53. 1331. So I added a couple, and a lot of them did stay, which is pretty good. But boy, I would like to do some good contracts that bring in some money. I don't want to do contracts, say like Field 98 for harvesting, because, yeah, I'm going to get 2659 minus 500. So let's just say I'm going to get 2200 for harvesting a field. Doesn't seem like worth my time here. Plowing right now, I mean, the money does look good, but just with a regular plow, it just takes way too long. A sowing contract. I could do that. How big is Field 29? Maybe we can go do that because we haven't done a sowing contract. So Field 29 is going to be like down here somewhere. Like I said, it's almost 30 per a road. So you can see the roads. Let me scroll back on the map here to say what I'm saying. So there's roads that go up and down north to south. It's kind of divided in threes. So like over here, you have to Field 29. And of course, then you start off with, well, it's going to be like 30 over here. And you can see it goes all the way up to like 60. So yeah, every row's over here. And then of course, you kind of have to figure out there's another row here somewhere, another road here. But you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. Anyways, stupid, you're looking for field number 29, right? It's right here behind the store. That is a decent sized field for the size implement that you're trying to give me. That's only like, what, a 3 meter wide? Let me teleport on down to the store. Or Grain Mill Plus for that matter. Let me turn on flight mode so I can get a better idea of how big this field actually is. Okay, so this is going to be field number 30. That would take me a while with that small seeder, so maybe I don't want to do that one either for what little price I'm going to get for it. Well, I do want to make more money today, and unfortunately no fertilizing contracts are coming on up. There are some decent plowing ones. Anyone giving me a decent sized plow? Are they giving me any of the modded plows in the contracts? No, they are not. I was going to try to do something cheesy. Oh, potatoes and potatoes. So what I'm thinking about doing, since they're both potatoes, potato, potato, except one contract, let's see, that's 407, that's 409. So what I would do is borrow the equipment for this contract and then take this contract, but don't borrow the items because it's the same stuff, and take it from one field to another. I think I can do that. Field 31 and 13. 31 is right behind me ish. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to take me a while to harvest those potatoes. And that's just one field. And then field number 13. Yeah, I think I'll have to think about it a little bit more. And doing that silage baling job took me a lot longer than I thought it would. There is a collectible right there if you're looking for it. So I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for now. I can't find another contract I really want to do right now. And all the other contracts looks like it's going to take me a while. So we're going to have to go ahead and wait on that. I may speed up the rest of the day. But if any fertilizing contracts come up, I'm going to make sure I try to record me collecting on the contracts. I'm not going to wait on them anymore because they just disappear. So still be careful of the contracts. Still got that problem going on. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on there. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in East Vineland. But until then, have a good one.